Hi, boys and girls. I would like to go over your assignments with you for your first virtual day. So we're going to start here on the syllabus for the day. As it states, I will be available on GoGuardian chat from about 8 o'clock until 11:30. I should be able to respond to you pretty quickly during that time if you have any questions. And then at 11:30, I have training for the remainder of the day. So I will be checking my email and GoGuardian chat periodically, but please be patient with me if I'm not responding to you very quickly during that time. Let's look at your to-do list. All missing work is going to be due today. You've got the day to kind of get caught up, so I'd like you to use that time for working on missing work. And in reading our I can statement, what we want to be able to do is to ask and answer questions about a text, referring to the text for answers. When we are looking at text evidence, we're going back into the text to find our answers. So first things first, you'll be working on your text evidence slides. Then you need to do 15 minutes on iReady Reading. Of course, complete any missing work. And then read for the love of reading, just like you would usually do for your homework, about 20 to 30 minutes. In English, our learning goal is to understand the function of nouns, verbs, and adjectives. This should be review for you. You'll be working on a part of speech pixel art. We'll talk about that. And then you're going to do one slide on your long I slides. And then your homework, Good Morning Sunshine for Monday, that was sent home on Friday. Okay, so let's take a look at the text evidence slides. We'll start up here. First things first, you're going to watch the video to learn how and why we use text evidence. On this slide, you have some sentence starters that we'll be using when we are responding to a text and we want to cite our text evidence. And then over in this box, why would you want to use text evidence when answering questions? You should all know the answer to that. So type your answer here in this box. On the next slide, you're going to watch a video, Meet the Octopus, and then you have some questions on this side, just like the chart we did on Thursday. You will answer the questions in these boxes, and then in these boxes, they have those sentence starters for you. You're just going to complete the sentence, what evidence do you have? And sometimes you may need to go back into the video, just like we go back into the text, to find the evidence that you need. On this slide, the text evidence close read, you are going to read from Great White Sharks. Then again, you've got some questions about the text. Write your answers in these boxes. Again, they have the sentence starters for you, and you just need to tell what sentence from the text is proof for your answer. On this slide, this is some text evidence fun. You're going to, if you double click on the link, it brings up the link that you can click on for the story Foul Play. It's a graphic novel. You will find which page describes the setting, and then over here on the magnifying glass, you're going to put what page you found the setting on. Here, you're going to write which page number shows the problem in the story, what page shows where the problem is solved, and then finally, the page that explains an idiom. So we've not discussed that terminology of idiom quite yet. An idiom is figurative language, just like, for example, raining cats and dogs, which we've discussed before. That's kind of like our non-literal language that we've discussed before. And on this one, if you double click, it'll bring up a link to play a game of Jeopardy. If you have someone at home you can play with, or if not, just put one team when you enter that. And we'll kind of click on that to see. we can show you what that looks like. So here, first things first, you would select one team and then go to start. And then you can click on each of these different ones for a question. And then for your foul play story, it takes you to FunBrain. And then here's where you'll click through at the bottom. You've got your arrows there, and it'll tell you which page you're on, so that way when you get to the setting and the problem and how the problem is solved, you'll be able to know which page you're on. So the book starts on page 6. So if you're having trouble finding it, just make sure that you click through enough pages to where you actually start the book. Okay, I think that's it for that. In this box, you're going to answer the question with a statement using picture evidence. So where do foxes live? Well, how do you know? Look at the picture and see what about this picture tells you where they live, and enter your answer there. Can tigers swim? Use the picture evidence to type your answer there. So again, the purpose of this is to use evidence. So don't just tell me yes or no, but the picture shows, okay, make sure we're using that text evidence sentence starters that we know from above. And then finally, you are going to read about Mae Jemison, and then you're going to type your answers here. All right, in English, starting with your part of speech scramble. So parts of speech are the different parts of a sentence, like your nouns and verbs and adjectives. So we're going to be focusing specifically on those parts of speech. You've got a picture over here and it's all scrambled up. When you click in the box below the sentence, you're looking at the underlined word, okay? So it is hot outside. I am sweaty. Is sweaty a noun, a verb, or an adjective? Let's think. A noun is a word that describes a person, place, or thing. A verb is an action, something that you do, or something that something is. And then an adjective is a describing word. It describes something. Your word bank is here, so you have to make sure that you spell correctly. I'm going to say that sweaty is a describing word. It describes me when I'm outside. Okay, so you'll see when you get the answer correct, it turns green, and these pictures are going to start to shift around. When you get all of them correct, all of them are green, then you'll have the picture unscrambled. So if you're wrong, you'll have to do it again to get the correct answer. All right. Next is your long I slides. And that's our I can decode words using, should be long I patterns. I'll get that changed for you guys. And then when you do, you'll watch the video and then complete one of these activities, either writing 3 times each and dragging a picture to match, doing the sort, and then your word search. All right, so our long I patterns, these are vowel patterns that say I, such as IE, IGH, Y, and I consonant E. And final thing is just your homework for Monday, and that should be in your home folder. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday, tomorrow. And lastly, there is no meet. We are not meeting face-to-face today due to some trainings that I'll be in. I will not be available on Google Meet. So No worries about getting on at any specific time or anything like that. Alrighty, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.